In the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking right now with Brandon Shively from EliteSportsPlays.com. Brandon is a brand new guest to our SBR Videos game previews, and he started things off great in Week 1, giving us a winner in the only game he covered, Arizona, plus 4.5. Brandon Shively, thanks for joining us this week.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, before we get into Saints at Buccaneers, which is a game you'll be covering in Week 2, tell us a little bit about who you are and what we can find at EliteSportsPlays.com.
Yeah, my name is Brandon Shively. I'm at EliteSportsPlays.com. Coming off a big 3-1 weekend in the NFL. Glad to be back on SBRForum so we can talk some more winners, Peter.
Okay, Brandon, Saints at Buccaneers. Let's see if you can do it again this week. Saints are a 3.5 or 3-point road favorite. If you take the Buccaneers plus 3.5, it's juiced. Total's 47, and the Bucs, of course, lost to the Jets. They kind of, it was not a promising start to the season for them. They played well in some respects, but they just, gave the game away at the end. The Saints, though, beat Atlanta in a close one, and probably the most impressive thing about that game for the Saints was how well their new 3-4 defense looked, and that could bode very well for them going forward if they can repeat that game in and game out. If they can do it here, and Josh Freeman again has another off game as he did in Week 1, just not a very dependable quarterback, got to think the Saints are the play. Is that how you see it?
New Orleans are coming off a huge win for Sean Payton and the Who Dat Nation, and they got a tough divisional game, like you said, on the road, Peter. So they beat New Orleans. New Orleans beat Tampa Bay both games last year. The second game was a 41-0 whitewash that pretty much erased all playoff hopes for Tampa Bay. Freeman threw 4 picks, had a real bad game. So, I can guarantee you Tampa Bay, they remember that, and they're going to be ready to play this week. They got caught napping last week against the Jets. There's a lot of money riding on Tampa Bay, so a lot of money was lost, needless to say. So there's really not too many people interested in this game. A lot of people looking at New Orleans. Me personally, I'm looking at Tampa Bay with the 3.5. The last 3 seasons, New Orleans, they're 0-3 against the spread in their road openers. It's going to be a tough spot for them to come out with that emotion, the emotion they played with versus Atlanta. I just see it as a flat spot for them, and I see it as a bigger game for Tampa Bay for Josh Freeman. He's in a contract year. This is it's a big game for Tampa Bay. If they lose this game, they go 0-2. They're going to New England next week. So everything's favoring Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is also 6-0 against the spread with divisional revenge in games 1 through 4 of the season, and they covered as a 3-point home dog in their season opener last year against Carolina. So, Doug Martin, he only averaged 2.7 yards last week at the Jets. I'm looking for those numbers to increase. So if you can get the Tampa Bay plus 3.5, that's going to be the play, Peter.
All right, that sounds like a sharp play to me, Brandon Shively. But if it does happen, then Josh Freeman is going to have to step up and make a major improvement from Week 1. You think that is going to happen?
He is, and I fully expect that to happen.
Brandon Shively from EliteSportsPlays.com likes the Buccaneers getting 3.5 at home against the Saints. Smells like a sharp play to me, Brandon Shively. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks so much. Talk to you again next week.